This is the Going OB podcast.
Well, this is what always happens. Yeah, there was times during Christmas where I was like, oh, could have just jumped on and spoke about things. And I tried to do a bit of a year in review, but as I said in the text, I was boring myself. So I was like, if I'm boring myself doing this, nobody's going to want to listen to it. So let's just cut that, get the team together, and we'll do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Perfect.
So I might even leave that in as my intro. Welcome everybody to this is the second season now of the Going OB Golf podcast. We've managed to get the full team back together after a very busy Christmas period for everybody. How are you doing, guys?
Really good. How are you? Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yep, same to you. Oliver was telling me I had a good first Christmas as a dad.
Yes.
Was it good?
Got them all dressed up as Santa.
Oh my God, did you? Oh, you're going to have some crazy good photos. Like those first few Christmases are proper magic.
Yeah, it got a bit hot, so we had to do a quick change, but
yeah,
we got there in the end.
They're the type of photos you want to keep for his 21st. His 18th and his 21st.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or when the first girlfriend comes around.
The girlfriend, I was going to say, when the first girlfriend comes around, it's like, oh, look at him dressed as Santa.
Yeah. I've got pictures of me on like a wee trike thing when I was wee, and I was a heifer of a baby. So you can see the strain of the back wheels buckling under my weight. I've got that one, and I've got the getting bathed in the sink, which used to get rolled out every time somebody new came along. Oh, do you want to see a picture of Craig in a sink? I wouldn't fit in a sink now.
No. A trough, maybe.
A trough, maybe, yeah. Hey, I'm not that big. I've lost some substantial weight in the last couple of years.
Look, I'm only saying trough because we're adults. I mean, Christ, none of us would fit in a sink.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and film that later on the day just to prove that it is possible.
Keep the cords
you
on.
can stand in one.
Stand in one. How was your Christmas, Danni?
It was absolutely jam-packed. We did like Christmas lights. We got together some friends that haven't got children. So Christmas lights, family. And it's just always so busy. It's one of my favourite times of the year. Not only do I like it like really crisp, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was super dull and the weather was just like relentless. It just felt really, really dull. But I do quite like the winters. I love open fires. So yeah, it was lovely. It was really, really good. Round at my mum's. Kids had a great time. Friends had a great time. New Year's Eve was good. So, no complaints really. Looking forward to getting back to a bit of normality though. A little bit more routine. Kids going back and having a bit more sort of purpose for their days and stuff like that. But no, I love having time off with the kids. I really do love it.
Yeah, it is difficult. And I think with Christmas and New Year both being in that kind of midweek one, you're a bit like, what day of the week is this?
Yeah.
Somebody tells you it's a Saturday and you're like, oh, right, okay.
I know. It's exactly that. It really does feel like that.
What's the weather like down with you just now then?
We had snow last night. We actually, it looked like we were going to have like a huge dump of snow, but it literally settled and laid at like 11:30 at night. And we just said to the kids, do you want to go out in it right now? Like, if you want to go out in it right now, this is your time to enjoy it because I think it's going to start raining and it might not be there in the morning. And I'm so pleased we did because we went out. The dogs had an absolutely crazy sort of like 15, 20 minutes in the snow at like 11:30 at night. And then they woke up and it was all gone. So we were like, oh my God, just think our neighbours with the young kids opposite, they would have gone to bed and it wasn't snowing, and they would have woken up, it wasn't snowing. They wouldn't know that we had like an inch probably late. It was like a proper lovely dusting. So that was really nice. So and today's been just drizzle, just grey and drizzle. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah. We were just talking about that before we started, Oliver. It is obviously snowing up here, and my village is like a microclimate all by itself. So you come along kind of the main arterial route to get in it, you take a left turn and it's like you've gone through the wardrobe in Narnia.
Oh my God.
It's properly thick.
Really?
My putting being out the back, you can't get anywhere near it. It's a good couple of inches worth of worth of snow underneath.
And like temperature, what are we talking?
Oh, it's like -2.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the issue. It gets snowy and then that kind of wet way. Then we had a couple of days last week where it was like 10 degrees. So
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
there was still snow on the
not bad.
ground, it started to kind of melt a bit, and then it got a really cold snap again. So then that freezes and you get more snow on the top. Check
Yeah.
me sounding like an old man, complaining about all this, this extra snow. I was still the first one out there. We were the first one up on the wee hill the other week to try and go
Oh, really?
sledging. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. It doesn't bother me. This doesn't bother me the snow. If I don't have to go
Yeah.
anywhere, it's
That's right. Yeah.
it's
I like
fine.
the snow as well. In fact, I like snow to arrive on a Friday night and to be gone by Monday morning.
Yes. So you don't have to
Exactly.
actually deal with it.
That's ideal. If that's not being like really like dramatic or anything, I like it over the weekend to really enjoy it. But no, I like then just to go back. But if we were all prepared for it, I think snow's fantastic. I absolutely love like skiing holidays and things like that. So yeah, if we were prepared for it and had all of the stuff, we knew that it happened once a year, it would be brilliant. But it just doesn't. We haven't seen snow for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
We do get
Yeah.
most, obviously, we're higher up than you, so we do get quite a bit every year, Oliver, but this is particularly bad just now when we're supposed to be, the next couple of days, I think you said, Oliver,
Yeah, next couple of days. I don't think it's continuous, but
Yeah,
we'll certainly have some.
off and on, so we'll not be golfing very much, I don't think,
No.
which is a bit of a sad state of affairs for everybody who gets new golf clubs over Christmas. And, I was just kind of finding a bit of form. I did actually play a couple of times before Christmas with my wee half set of clubs that have started as a winter project but might actually find its way into my golf psyche for the year.
really,
Yes, so we're going to, in this show, go through some of our goals for next year. Well, I might as well start with that one, will I?
Yeah,
it's
do
my
it.
show and
Do
I've
it.
already started with what I've got to do. So, I have a full bag. Well, I did have a full bag since I bought my new driver and my woods and my hybrid and all. I might get rid of that 2-iron, Oliver, because I now don't need it. If I've got a hybrid, there's no point in having a 2-iron
Yeah,
in my
no
bag
point
as well.
in
It takes up
2-iron.
space. But one of the biggest issues was having too much choice. So I would then get to 100 yards and I'm like, right, am I going to hit my pitching wedge, my 54 degree, my 60? Am I going to fly this, do this, whatever? So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, as I normally do when I go down the rabbit hole. And there was one that was by the average golfer. I don't know if you've seen him. It's a guy from down south, goes all over the country, does course reviews, club reviews, but he's really good, right? They're like 10, 15 minute off the beaten track type videos. And one of his ones was the 7 clubs you need in your bag. And
Right.
basically advocating taking a lot of the guesswork and the hard work shots out of your game and just having the clubs that you normally use. So I thought, that's quite interesting. How do we look through my shot scope data? And there is a definite 7 favourite clubs that are in my bag that are the ones I go to constantly, and the other ones are a bit surplus to requirement. So at the moment, I've got my new driver, my 4 hybrid, a 6-iron, an 8-iron, a pitching wedge, my putter, and I've just got rid of my 3 wedges that I had, and I'm going to get myself a 54-degree wedge, and that's going to be my makeup for when the weather's not bad over the winter, and get good with those clubs, particularly the 54-degree one. So anything within 100 yards, I want to be able to play the shots I need to play using that one club, instead of this one's a flop shot, this one's a whatever, and then putting too much pressure on myself. So I'm going to test that out over the winter. I'm going to go back, continue with my lessons anyway, try stuff at the driving range. I will try a mixture of other clubs, and then I think come the start of the season, hopefully I'll have what should be my good 7, and then I'm going to go out and try and attack the golf course with 7 clubs over the summer.
that's a really, really good idea. I mean, the amount of times that, you go out, I would say, of like a summer night and you just take your moon bag and a few clubs. And if you've got like 120 in, but you haven't got your 8-iron, or like, well, actually, I don't hit my 8-iron 120. That would be like a 9-iron. So, say if you've got like not your 9-iron and you've only got your 8-iron with you, you'd be like, well, okay, I've got to hit it 120. Let's just like knock it down. And actually, you become way more creative.
Yeah.
You're not trying to hit the perfect number with your 9-iron. And yeah, I ended up playing so much better. And yeah, I think it does. It gives you, it creates way more creativity in your brain, and it takes out that, oh, shall I just have that? Or like, that's the perfect yardage for that club. And actually, the reality is, how often do you actually hit that perfect yardage with that club every single time? It's you're better off having a little go and a little feely something or other. Like, so you're becoming creative. You're a little bit more relaxed about it because it's not your ideal perfect shot for that perfect yardage. And I think that's a really good idea, actually.
See, I've got a lot of like overlapping yardages as well.
Right.
So and I think that's where probably the problem came from. So, right, if I really hit this pitching wedge, it'll go to 120, but then I could use an easier 9 and what. So, yeah, it's to try and take some of the guesswork out of having a full bag of clubs.
When you first start golf, you'll always get a half set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why have we all of a sudden? Why do we then go to 14?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it's just because it does give you that creativity, doesn't it? Like, you have that yardage with that club, but it's very rare. You're probably either trying to cut it slightly because you're behind a tree, or you're like drawing it. You've got to hit it lower. You've got to hit it higher. So to have all of the clubs in your bag, you're able to hit something like cutty and high with a longer club, but still get the shorter distance maybe, or like the vice versa. Yeah. So I think that's why. But the reality is that actually with that imagination, you can just do that with a smaller, lesser set of clubs, that where you're not just like sitting there going, which is exactly how I felt when I started getting back into golf. I just was looking at all these clubs and I was like, oh my good Lord. And then everyone's like, oh yeah, you got like your 3 wedges. And I was like, I don't think I need 3 wedges anymore. I was like, I don't think I do.
No. Well, that was what that guy was saying. And there is other videos about it as well. And it is like, if you're of a level where you were, right, where you're using 3 wedges and you know what your stopping distances are, what all your stuff is, right, and you're so dialed in with it, then that's fine. But if you're not, and you just, anything from inside 100 yards, I know this is a 3/4 swing with this club, and this next one is, I'm just going to open it up a wee bit and I'm just going to knock it up, and then just try and get really good with that, then, I can't see it being a bad thing for my game. And I've tried everything else. I've tried full bags. I've tried multiple clubs. Shot to somebody else hitting the shots for me. I have tried everything. So, might be wee half bag Craig.
Half bag Craig, yeah.
I guess it depends if you're playing the same course every time as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing the same course, then you don't need clubs that you're not going to use.
I mean, that's exactly it. When you're on tour as well, I mean, you think you take your 3-iron, you take a 7 wood, you take a driver that's 10.5, you take a driver that's like 9, you take, you literally take so much, and you go to a links course and you're like, right, okay, I don't need the 10.5, I need this, and I don't need my 7 wood, I need my 3-iron, and like, you switch it to what the course actually needs you to have in the bag. So yeah, absolutely. Not saying that I was ever that good, but the idea was there.
Yes, but if you think it's a good idea, then I'm sold.
I think it's a great idea.
Yes,
yeah,
right, cool.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm sticking a half set of clubs.
I'm doing it.
We should all do it.
I'm sold.
You're sold. So I think that's going to be one of my goals for these, is just to try and get good with a half set, and then we can kind of work on whatever else we've got from there. What about any of you guys? What's your kind of first goal for the year?
Oliver, do you want to go, or shall I go?
I can go.
Go for it.
So mine is obviously to get my handicap cut, but same for everyone, I'm sure. Whether that's getting more distance, getting more accuracy, not quite sure yet. And I guess just playing more of the events, playing more of the EDGA events.
How many events do they have a year?
Well, they've got most of them are abroad.
Oh, are they? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so because it's world, there's lots everywhere, and then there's only actually one in Scotland.
Right. Okay. How many are in England?
Well, you've got that one in Coventry, haven't you?
Yeah,
So the
that one in Coventry.
Johnny Ray Classic.
Yeah, and then there's a lot. Again, there's a lot of ones in England, but they're for the tour level.
Right. Okay.
But there is more in England than Scotland.
Yeah. Bigger country, you know. But yeah, it's such a tough one, isn't it? It's like, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like you say, just try and get to, even if it's you're not playing the event, just playing and being competitive with your rounds of golf, and playing with other people that are going to obviously encourage the good play is key. And as well, trying to build up that pressure that you'll feel when are you playing in the one in Scotland? Will you get a spot into that? Yeah. So what you want to, I mean, you know, this is like sucking eggs, no doubt, but every time that you're going out and playing, you want to create that pressure that you feel like you might be feeling at the tournament, so that when you turn up to the tournament, it's a round of golf and you can just crack on with it, you know, and take that pressure of, I've only got this one tournament to play in this year, or I've only got this. It's just another round of golf. And yes, it's important and things like that, but creating pressure. I mean, I think that's what Tiger did, didn't he? He created pressure situations in his practice routines, so that when he actually played, he was just like, this isn't even as much pressure as I put on myself in practice. So, and that I think that would be a massive advantage if you can try and do that for yourself.
So would you say that playing with better people gets you better?
Oh yeah, 100%. I very, very rarely played, and this is because of the circle that I was in. I was probably the worst player in our circle of friends, and they were amateur men. They were amateur men playing for England, or they were on like a men's, like a smaller men's tour. They all played. I think the worst amateur player played off like +5. And that was back when I was playing. And so even playing off like the men's tees, and I was on the Ladies European Tour, they would still give me shots. One, because they hit it further than me, but I liked to play off the men's tees because, one, I think it's more sociable, and the women's tees were just too short. But that meant that they were just having wedge in, and I'm hitting sometimes like a 7-iron. And that's really, there's such a huge gap there. But I think playing with good players, and for me, playing with men, it makes me swing it harder, try and hit it harder. And then you get to see like how effortless their golf swing is. And actually they still hit it a long way, and it's timing, it's lag, it's all of those sort of things. And it definitely made me a more aggressive player playing with the guys and people that were better, because you just strive to, you're like, do you know what, if I actually beat them, oh my God, I've played awesome. And you do. I had moments where I beat them, and, you know, and they were just like, oh my God, Dan, you've like played amazing today. And it's, yeah, I think that's like with any sport though, right? If you were always winning, there's nowhere for you to strive to get to.
You feel better if you beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, surround yourself with. They've actually the guy that I've been having I've had a couple of lessons with. Oh, Tom, who I done the podcast with, he's going into full-time coaching this year, and he has designed a program where top golf athletes and aspiring professional golfers get together. And they're going to have these like roll-up sessions. So you don't have to be a member or anything, but they're roll-up sessions where you then have practice with other top athletes. And within these sessions, you'll have like a little pitching competition. So you'll have a lesson. You'll be able to talk to like Tom or Trout, I think. Oh my God, that's awful. I hope he never listens to this because I should know his name. Mark Trout, that's it. and you'll have your lesson, or you'll be able to say, do you know what, I just can't quite get like it nipping off the turf, or I just can't quite get this. And so you'll have your lesson, you'll have this like, you know, obviously coaching, but you are being coached alongside other top golfers and athletes. And I think that's a really good thing to have that, because actually a lot of the time you learn off each other. And someone might go, oh, do you know what? Actually, I just think about this while I do that. And it might just click with you. And that's what they're trying to bring together, sort of like everyone's knowledge and their ability, and get on and have these like combined lessons. So, yeah, anyway, Tom's doing that. I think it's a great idea to surround yourself with good, really good players, and players that are aspiring to do well, I think.
You know any of them, Oliver? You counting me in this group?
You're out. You're out.
I'm out. Yeah, I am out. So what are you playing off just now then, Oliver?
23.
23. So what's the goal then? What's the target for the year?
I'd like to get to 18.
That's doable. Eh? They normally say kind of 5 shots is what people should aim for for the year. That's kind of what I was going with as well. If I can try and get down to...
And I think that's doable as well, because I'd say because I started at a high handicap, I've then not played enough to get it down, but I've got better.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still probably getting rid of those higher cards, right, out of your like sort of set. I'm not going to try and take 5 off of my handicap.
What are you at, Danni?
I play off 1.
You're off a 1.
Yeah.
But they do say it is harder to get your handicap down when you're obviously a better player than... See, we could go out and have 5 or 6 good rounds, and it takes a big chunk off because it maybe does away with 5 or 6 bad scores and replaces them with really good ones. Whereas you need to be...
I guess you're just shaving off like
0.1 hit, 0.1 off, like each time. Yeah, I suppose for me, I don't really have a handicap goal, because I can get into everything that I want to play in. I can get into as an amateur, as if I want to go off and play some higher end amateur stuff. I just really would like to just become more consistent with my playing and practicing. I unfortunately, and it's really not great to say, but last year I probably played 12 times. The whole of the year. And when you think that I've played the Kent champs, the Southeast champs, which was 36-36, that's 4 rounds straight off in 2 competitions that was done on one day. And I've only then played like 8 rounds on top of that. I hardly played at all. I played well. I got my handicap cut last year. I actually played well. But I think the more time I have out of it, the more I think, oh my God, am I going to be okay when I go back? And then I end up having that like, oh my God, should I go back, or have I had my time? But yeah, I've already said I really want to just play way more consistently. And I just love being in the Kent squad. I love it. The girls are hilarious. I love the team camaraderie and stuff. And I don't want to lose my spot in that team, if you know what I mean. So for me, I just need to, once every couple of weeks, if I'm going to the range and do you know what? I'm going to do some drone work of me going around the golf course. I'm going to throw the drone up and get some drone shots and stuff like that. So you guys can just have that on the OB channel and stuff. Could be quite good footage. I'm just going to try and start enjoying that bit a bit more. I think I kind of fell out of the love of grafting last year. I was like, well, why am I grafting? I've done that. I just want to go out and enjoy it. But actually, I kind of missed it. So that's was my goals. Just make sure that I'm actually dedicating a bit of my spare time to it.
I think you're a bit like obviously myself and Oliver now, that it's not your full-time job. So why do you need to make it more difficult than it is? If you're out just playing with your pals and you stick a fiver on the match, or you loser buys the dinners or whatever else, just to try and keep it a bit more kind of fun, and you're now playing no stress golf. Like your mortgage doesn't not get paid if you don't win that game. Exactly. So what's the problem? Just go out, enjoy it. As you kind of touched on, we're going to try and do more on the YouTube channel. this year. So certainly we'll be looking for from stuff from yourself, like how to actually play, and then videos of me and Oliver hacking it round wherever we
no, that is no, absolutely.
We take it before the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. I can't wait to see some of your footage actually of you guys, at the range and having your lessons and the progression. And I mean, bearing in mind, I mean, you just said about your scope, like your results. What was it called? Did you call it a scope?
Shot scope.
My shot scope.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that.
Right.
Never had it when I was on tour. It wasn't a thing. So, now we're talking like not saying that you're an everyday golfer, but your everyday golfers like really into their stats and what they do and what their club's doing and what their spin's doing. I have to ring Ali, who's my 28-year-old foursomes partner, and go, this is happening. Like, what does that mean? And she's like, oh, for goodness, I mean, she's American. She's, for goodness sake, Dan, like, how do you survive on the golf course when you don't know these things? And I just hit the ball and I play. And that was it.
Well, John Daly made a career out of that as well.
Yeah.
See, I know we touched on it before when me and you have spoken about it. If you'd have told John Daly about spin rates and stuff, he'd have been like, yeah, whatever, just let me hit the ball.
Yeah.
I'll find it and I'll hit it again, which is the way that it should be. I think I've had the short scope stuff for a good few years, and then I spoke to Jenny last year and read it out on the podcast. She gave me some kind of pointers and stuff I should be looking at. So I'm definitely going to use them because it is a good benchmark for me to know if I'm getting better. Obviously, I'll know when my scores start coming down. That I'm getting better, but it's good to kind of benchmark a few of these things. One of the main ones I took from it, which is another kind of like season goal, is to average 50% or better on my up and downs. So getting to the green and then making sure that I'm over 50% by the end of the year for chipping and putting, and that will come with this one wedge and getting used to it and kind of
consistency,
going from there, So that's kind of my only main statty one is my green and regulation, because I'm quite confident now getting the ball up there. And as I said, I've now got this new driver. Once I know how to be hitting it properly, I should be closer to the green on my off the tee, which then is proven to lower scores. So hopefully that should all kind of come together.
Start tying in.
Yeah, and I'm the same with Oliver. I've set myself a five shot difference, so I've put be kind of 12 or lower by the end of the year, in the next season.
Nice.
So, I don't think that's too unrealistic.
No.
I've spoke before where my pals have been like, what's your goal for next year? And I'm like, single figures. But from 17 to single figures is a long way.
That's a long way. And it's a huge amount of pressure every time then you step on the course.
Yeah.
I mean, just let it happen. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? You don't want to step on the course and go, oh my God, I can only drop 5 shots here and 4 shots on that 9. And I mean, it's like you're already thinking about where you're going to drop the shots rather than just playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe rightly or wrongly, though, towards the end of this year, so when we start back, when the season opens up in March, and I start putting scores in, my first 3 rounds are counters, which wasn't probably, in hindsight, the best idea. But the reason I did it was it gives me a purpose to work over the winter, knowing that the first time I do stand on a tee in March, this counts. So be ready for it. So that was kind of to try and give myself a bit of a thingy. But then I did that in November. We're now in January. I've had that one lesson. I'm going to be going back. I have been working on stuff. So if Lee's listening, I have been working on what he told me to work on. So when I go back, it's kind of knuckle down and do the wee bits and pieces. And we'll work on what we need to work on to get me down 5 shots. And then we'll go from there. So
perfect.
I don't think it's too much of an unrealistic goal. My very unrealistic goal is I want to birdie every hole at my home course over the course of the year, mind. So
I think
it's a bit like that's doable. I think that's doable because I know there's ones I can definitely birdie. It's other ones I maybe struggle a bit with.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see how that one goes. Oliver's signed up for the Scottish Open, so I've got some days off work, so the two of us will be launching an assault on the world rankings. You know he's got a world ranking, Danny, eh?
No.
Yeah. What are you, 286 or something?
It's actually getting better,
Is it?
Okay.
even though I'm not playing.
Right.
Other people are dropping down.
Yeah, so he's got a world ranking as per the
I'll get it up.
ESDA. So we're gonna try.
You're going to work on that.
Going to try and work towards that for the Scottish Open.
Cool.
We'll go there. We'll cover it for the podcast. We will try and come out with a win. See what we can. See what we can come up with from there. And you're going to be an integral part when we start sending you videos for you to say, do this, do that, change this, change that.
Oh, for goodness
sake.
sake.
This is your online coach, Oliver.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, do you know that what's going to happen is that I'm then going to send those to Ali and Steve, and then they'll give me the They'll then give me the feedback back.
We're tapping into a network.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 282nd.
282nd.
Right, okay.
Out of 420.
Nice.
So there you go. And
there we go.
Almost top half.
Aye,
cool.
And we spoke about it before.
Good.
At least you're there. Now you've got a target you can work on, and then we can see where that goes. One of the other things to, I don't know, maybe highlight. I'd put it on my kind of personal goals for the year was to host some sort of a charity event up in Scotland. So I am going to do that. We've got a couple of potential partners coming on board and things. But what's to say, Oliver? We maybe don't try and stick on an EDGA event. I don't know how we go about that.
Yeah, I was actually also thinking that.
Aye.
That's a really great idea.
Sort of
why don't
Johnny Ray, but
why don't we go and look for? We'll find out how we do that, and we'll get a course, and we'll work with AIM and try and put an event on.
Yep.
That'd be really a great idea. I mean, just
maybe not for this year, maybe for next year. I don't know how long it takes, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, also a course agreeing to give up their members agreeing it would have to go committees. But who's to say you couldn't have like a early September one?
Yeah.
There's no that could be organised in that time. I'm pretty sure.
But the EDGA ones, I mean, some of them are just 2-day things, so it's not like.
Yeah, but Oliver,
they're big and
down in Kent. We've got Kent golf clubs that will not give up their golf course for the Kent Ladies Championship. I know it's Kent Ladies, but we have to shove all of our matches into one day.
Oh.
And the men, they get 4 days.
Let's not have that conversation, Danny. We're not going down that route.
I wasn't trying to open up a...
It's
open that can of worms.
But I think it's a great idea, and definitely, that would be. I would be flying up for that to support that no end.
Yeah,
that'd be brilliant.
Thing is, we can only ask the question, and we can. I'm relatively good at organising stuff, and to quote my favourite female golfer, Shy Bairns didn't get sweeties, a la Charlie Hull. Charlie, open invitation if you want on this podcast, by the way. Just put
it out there again.
The host our event, then.
Well, I keep feeling that if I keep putting it out there, she might take me up on the offer. So we will see. Yeah. And I have put down as a bit of a golf 2025 bingo that she'll win a couple of LPGA events next year. She wasn't far away last year.
So. I have got a few of my golf predictions here.
Right. On you go. You go first. Okay,
I'm going to go first. I would love to see a continuation of dominance by Scheffler, obviously. And I could see him winning countless times in 2025, which would be really cool. But Can I jump in? Go for it, of course.
I've gone for Scotty Scheffler will not win an event in 2025.
Oh my God. How? Really? Well, let's see. I mean, look, we'll see. But my wild card, and I never know whether I'm saying this right, is Colin Morikawa.
Yeah.
He's been really super consistent. He made the same amount of cuts consistently as Tiger Woods. So I think that his consistency is obviously amazing. I know in consecutive cuts, he was the number one. And I would just love to see his consistency lead to a couple more wins, and maybe I think he just looks like such a nice guy. So I'd really love to see him do better or win more next year.
He's in the hunt this week, eh?
No, is he?
He's a shot behind Matsuyama to win the century this
No
weekend.
way. I
Yeah.
see. I don't follow.
Flying. He's
Oh, my
25
God.
under and Matsuyama's 26 under. And they're out together. He had an
Oh,
11
that's-
under round yesterday.
Oh my God. See, look, I must have known, right? I must have known. That's really spooky. European tour wise, I'd love Fleetwood just to get some more wins under his belt. I absolutely love I think he's just such a great role model for golfers in general. Great family man. You know, I just really, really like him. Hull and Hall. Not only do I absolutely love their friendship, and I feel like they're really relatable for girl golfers, like young female golfers. They grew up through like the England squads together, but I just think that they're both awesome players. They're right at the top of their game, and I would just love to see them dominate more on the LPGA and just get some wins between them. I don't really care which one. I mean, I love both of them, but obviously Hull is hilarious and she's brilliant, and I do really like her. Just either of those I'd be super happy with. Like European Tour for me, I would love to see some of like my older friends. I'd love Lydia Hall to do some more. She's a Welsh player. And rookies, Mimi Rhodes, she got her card this year. She is from Bath, I think it is, in England, and I can't wait to see her actually compete on tour and do a full season, and I hope she does really well. So, I mean, I've got a few in there, but yeah, it's kind of exciting. I've never really had this conversation with people since I left golf, and now that I've made these sort of predictions, I know that I'm going to be looking more at, even though I bloody didn't know about Collins, so it's but that's really spooky. But yeah, so those are my sort of predictions for 2025.
What about you, Oliver? What you got?
I have. This is more of a want, not a.
Okay.
Will.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like Tiger to make some sort of comeback.
Oh, Oliver, right. I've written down Tiger Woods to officially retire in 2021.
You're going against everyone.
Oh my God.
I don't want that
That's
to happen,
hilarious.
right? I am a massive Tiger fan, right? I wear red on a Sunday.
He played well in the PNC.
Well, he did play well in the PNC, which is a great event,
Oh my
by
God,
the way.
that's hilarious.
Event. But, yeah, sorry, continue. I've been a jinx here.
You're not liking anyone's.
No.
I think Rory will win the Race to Dubai again. For the seventh.
Seventh, yeah.
Yeah, seventh time. And I think Bryson will win a major.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Nice.
Because he seems to be getting better.
What do you think about the possibility of a live guy winning all the majors?
Oh, I saw this. Was it you that had written in our group chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what?
I looked at it as a quick bet potentially.
Yeah.
And it's 50-1 for 4 live guys to win.
That's not a bad little bet, I don't think.
And if you went specific, so Brooks Koepka to win the PGA, Bryson DeChambeau to win
US,
Tyrrell Hatton to win the British, and John Ram to win the Masters was something like 125,000 to 1. I know.
Is that not just worth a punt?
And it is, but I just had a look at it for an interest. I don't gamble.
No.
If my wife's listening, I don't gamble.
I don't either. In fact, I don't understand it.
No,
but I understand roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they were big odds, but they're not out with the realms of possibility that a live guy could win each one of these events, because they are getting
the live guys are
world class players.
Yeah, you've got a lot of the best in the world.
Yeah, you've got a lot of players in there. By the way, I can't think of his name. He's an Australian guy.
Smith.
God, there you go. What's happened to him last year?
He just fell off the radar, didn't he?
Yeah,
he went there and then just was like, whip.
Won the Open, went there, took his money. They had a couple of wins though. his
he
team,
did.
Stingers and that, had a couple of wins. So he's probably banked quite a few millions on the back of that. And then he's just kind of gone off the radar a wee bit. I actually don't think he cares. I watched another YouTube video. There's a boy, PJ Memes, and he does this thing called Home Course. It's really good. Goes to like the professionals' houses. And Cam Smith was just like, I just race about with my speedboat out the back. I go fishing. Go down the pub with my pals. Because I don't actually, I think he's just one of these people who's good at golf, but if he didn't have to play, he wouldn't have to play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, we forget that, well, I mean, we don't forget, but these guys that are maybe mid to late 20s that have earned a lot of money, they probably didn't have much of a childhood. Like, yes, they've played golf and they were excellent at golf and they got to, play all these nice courses. But, when I look at my childhood, when I look at my other friends, I was at the golf course all the time. And I didn't hang around in the parks. I didn't go into town. I didn't, so you look at that and you think, actually, he's got to like 26, 27, and he's earned his money. Why not just do what he actually wants to do now, which might be going out on his speedboat and going fishing and things like that. Maybe he's sort of like doesn't have to stick to that regime so strictly now. But oh my goodness, the money. Whew.
I mean, they never have to work ever again. They don't. They never have to play if they don't.
And their kids and their kids' kids.
Yeah. Generational wealth, and that was the big reason that a lot of them did it. So you speak to Poulter and stuff, and he's like, "Well, I'm making a good living on the tour, but now my kids and grandkids and grandkids will be set for life because I've taken 100 million from the Saudis, whether you are okay with where the money came from or where it hasn't. They're not going away. They've got this deal that they keep talking about with the PGA Tour. We don't know what that's going to look like, but that's just going to plough more and more money into the game. So, it'll be interesting. They've obviously now got that TGL thing as well, which starts on Tuesday. Have you seen any of this? Sim golf?
No.
Simulator golf. Some of that looks really good.
But the simulator's like the size of a house.
Yeah, this massive screen's really big, and they've got like a rotating green, so it'll go the way it goes. But we can pick up and pick the bones out of if that's a good or a bad thing at a later date. So I'll just give you mine quickly then before we kind of sign off for today. So I've already ruined Scotty Scheffler no winning an event. Tiger Woods retiring. Charlie Hull winning, and the one that I think a lot of people would like to see is Ricky Fowler wins a major this year.
Oh, wouldn't that be fab?
he's just one of the good guys, Ricky Fowler. Right? He's had, I'm not going to say he's had a hard time of it because he's a multi-millionaire. He's playing a sport that he loves as a job, good family. So I don't feel sorry for him. I just would like to see him get over that hump and get the major kind of monkey off his back. It's a bit like when Jason Day did it. Jason Day was always going to be this, always the bridesmaid. And then eventually won one, and then he's just another one that just plods along. That's what he's doing. But
gets enough money to keep going.
I'd like to see Ricky Fowler win one, and
that's a really nice one.
Yeah, I think 2025 is the year of Ricky. He needs to break out the orange again on a Sunday because that was, and I'm talking old
orange.
School, complete orange, head to toe, big stupid hat, grow his hair out. We need him back to old school Ricky Fowler, but that was kind of my predictions for.
Has anyone seen? Craig might have. Have you seen the new driver lineups?
I've seen some of them.
Who have you seen?
I've seen Callaway's ones.
Yeah.
This Elite or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Actually, I saw that as well.
Yeah.
I saw the Callaway one.
Yeah.
So that's come out, and I've seen the TaylorMade one. And Cobra just looks like another Dark Speed, is it not?
Yeah, it wasn't a big Cobra. But have you seen the hosel has apparently it's got like 36 settings.
What?
On the Cobra one?
Yeah.
You're kidding?
I've not seen that.
You buy it with a card with a manual on how to use the.
Oh my God! I'd be absolutely screwed.
And that's too much, Danny. See, that's
too much.
Exactly back into. Now, see these ones. We can talk about this again on another equipment show.
Yeah,
right?
once they're
when we do equipment ones and once they're all out and stuff. But I have had fittings for drivers before, and it's then been set up for me, and I never touch it other than after that. So why not just build a driver with a shaft that goes where it's supposed to, and then leave it as is? Why do you need to have the options of dialing it down and cranking it up and all that?
Well,
particularly for
I have
us.
no idea.
I mean, I think probably the pros can be like, it's really windy today, let's dial it down to a 6-degree driver so that we can penetrate it.
36 settings.
No, that's
36 settings. That is crazy.
They've made this hosel that it won't fit in any other Cobra driver. It will only fit in this thing.
New one.
That is crazy.
No, they've made a mistake there, I think. My humble opinion.
That's what.
Yeah. I think it's too much. It's too much for your average.
They've signed Max Homa, which is good, but they've made a mess of that. So no, I will not be. I'll not be venturing out. I'm a QI 10 man. Me. That's me.
I'm a QI as well.
Oh, I'm ping for me.
Ping for you.
I don't even know what ping I've got now.
It'll be very old.
Nice. New ping looks good.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll have to do a little walkthrough video of my bag, actually.
Yeah, we'll need to do that at the start of the.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll get them together and we'll get a wee video out and we'll get them on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We'll go from there. Well, listen, it was really good to see you all again. I'm glad you all had a good Christmas and New Year. And this is us back to it.
Brilliant. I can't wait.
Now. World domination starts now, Oliver.
Come on, Craig.
World number 1 in a year.
Oh my God. The ambition of it all, it's
We've
oozing.
Danni, the coach, Craig, the
There you go, see? You are good to go.
It's a mate team.
Yeah.
It's a mate team.
Right. Have a good week, guys. We'll catch up next week, all right?
Yeah, thanks for the chat.
Cheers.
Cheers.